hundreds of thousands in commissions. I'm going to pay my own brokerage. And
there you go.
It's that idea right there.
It's exactly the same
expenses and how can you pretty much, if you
bring it all in
house.
You know golf. Bring it in house. Exactly. And so what's really interesting about this whole thing is the difference between us and most people is most people, whatever business they're in, they think that's the business they're in. We realize we're in the business of media.
It's not a buggy. It's the new Hilux Legend 55.
No one's talking about how the recent price hike in RAM and SSD components has inflated the price of new laptops, making them really hard to justify, which is why
our goal is to promote the well-being of people on the planet, everything from supporting charities that are working on policy change at a federal level to granting out to communities who are addressing like immediate threats in their communities where they're.
And the other stuff is just stuff we do. Now, Daniel Priestley, and I'm sure you know Daniel. Yeah, Priestley. Yeah, from the UK. So, Dan, have you interviewed him yet? I haven't. Brilliant dude, bro. Like, brilliant. Like, next level brilliant. He's got a new book out called The Lifestyle Business Playbook, right? And in one of the chapters, it's called something like, don't create the supply, create the demand.
Should I give you some, buddy?
That's the power of realizing you got a media company.
Take some.
Because when you have a media company, you create the demand. If you create the demand, all you have to do is supply the supply.
Sell it first and figure it out.
Boom. Like literally. And so what happens is you build an audience of people who just want to hear from you.
You want some?
In fact, one of the things that I teach people in selling, especially selling insurance, or selling real estate, or selling network marketing, something where you're representing somebody else's offer, the most important thing you can do as an independent sales rep is to become the person people say yes to before they know the offer is. The fastest and best way to do that is to become an authority by writing books and creating media. Boom, that's the answer.
Yeah, I just think there's this misconception in terms of like 9,000 followers. You don't need a huge audience.
No, you don't.
It could be a couple hundred.
It could be a couple hundred.
I also think that there's this misconception of the fact that just because you have that amount of followers doesn't mean you can't build an amazing business. And what I mean by that is that I know small creators